Hello everybody, welcome back to the Craft Beer Hub. I've got another beer review for you and it is of these. These are the Aldi offerings for Oktoberfest. Now, as many of you will know, Aldi will jump on a bit of hype. Look at their advertising across all the other companies and that's absolutely fine. I think it works quite well for them and I shop at Aldi. From time to time, probably every other shop. My family shops at Aldi. I've got no problem with them doing that. But the one thing I always worry about with Aldi is the quality. Now, to give you an idea, I had some specially selected, or whatever they kind of put their kind of taste of difference range, the name they put that under. I had some fantastic steaks from them over the weekend. And there's absolute quality in Aldi. But I do worry when it comes to the beers. I especially worry when they're brewed or named the Hop Foundry. Now, the Hop Foundry, generally, I avoid them like the plague. They're normally beers that are... Generally, I find the Hop Foundry beers kind of watered down or diluted versions of the style they portray. So, yeah, if you look through any of their back catalogue, I've probably drunk it, and yeah, you probably agree with me. Well, you might not, but I just find them never quite there. You know, they're never quite there. So it's Oktoberfest. We're now in it. I think it's been Oktoberfest as I've recorded this video. It's been Oktoberfest for a week and a half now, and I picked these up and I thought, you know what? I've tried pretty much every other Oktoberfest beer, even the Augustina that I got hold of. Why not try these? Now, I'm not going to stand here and say I'm going to put them next to the Augustina or the Hofbrau. I didn't actually try a Dunkle because this is a Helles and a Dunkle. I didn't actually try a Dunkle, an Oktoberfest Dunkle, in the box that I got. But I'm not expecting them to be the best. I'm really not expecting them to be the best. But equally, if you're going to label something Oktoberfest and get on the hype, you've got to deliver it in some aspect. That's what I'm really looking for going into this. So I've got identical glasses. Not that it really matters because I'm not comparing them, but I just wanted to get a kind of representation of both the beers in the same glass. So I've kind of got these kind of tired dishwasher smashed ampersand glasses down. Let's go. I think it makes sense to go for the Helles first in terms of flavour profile. So what I'm looking for out of a Helles, it needs to be nice and sweet, citrus. Oh, there we go. Crisp, clean and refreshing. I've just, probably about an hour ago, had the Augustina Oktoberfest beer. So, yeah, I've kind of got my German taste buds in. So I'm going to kind of pour it aggressively like the Germans would. There we go. What have we got then? Well, we've got a straw colour beer. Good levels of carbonation. Bit of a dirty glass, do apologise. We've got a one finger white head. Now, straight away, the thing to note is this white head on this particular Oktoberfest beer, or should I say, are they Oktoberfest style or Oktoberfest edition beer? Excuse me. This head is dissipated really fast, whereas all the other the proper Oktoberfest beers, the head hung around a little bit. So yeah, straight away, that's the first thing. The colour, it's a straw colour beer, looks great. Now we've got a half finger white head. Carbonation looks good. It looks okay. It doesn't look as good as the proper Oktoberfest beers. And that's the way probably I'm going to do this review. Because I feel like they might have jumped on a bit of hype here. I'm a bit sort of critical for going in. Whether that's right or wrong, I don't know. Let's get an aroma. Straight away, the aroma is just a quarter of what I was getting off the proper beers. It's really watered down, this. Slight bit of malt, slight hint of lemon. Slight bit of earthy grassiness, but this is water. Honestly, this is miles off. I should have said this beer was a 4.5% beer. I believe both these beers were about £1.50 in Aldi. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. But yeah, I think we just have to, it looks absolutely dead now. Cheers, everybody. Gonna have to go in. It starts off really watery, really watery, and then the malt does build up. There is a hint of citrus. It is slightly sweet. There is a slight grassiness in there. For me, that's the most pronounced flavour, the grassiness at the back. And then it just fades away. No real bitterness at all. That's not good. That is not good. That's not good. It's really dumbed down. I mean, this wasn't so much a Helles, but it was certainly an Oktoberfest beer, the proper one from Hofbrau. That was bursting with flavour. It was exaggerated. It was exaggerated flavours at every step of the way. It was an absolute dream. This tastes like a regular sweet lager. I should have said, actually, I saw on the front of these cans, brewed in partnership with Freedom Brewing. Judging off what I've had of Freedom, I don't think that's a good thing. I think they're poor. But yeah, that is poor. Really poor. I'm going to give that a 1.5 out of 5. That's really poor. Really poor. I'm hoping for better things out the Dunkle. The Dunkle's a darker beer. I think Dunkle. I don't know German. Is Dunkle German for dark or darker? Boom. Big burst on the can opening. Where's the beer? There's like no beer in this can. Wait, hold on. It felt light. It did feel light. Right, so the beer is about 5mm below where the ring pull's been pushed. It felt, I don't know, it just felt light. So I had to check. Right, let's get this into a glass. Let's pour it properly. There we go. Colour-wise, it's ruby red. 1.5 finger, slightly tan-coloured head. This looks more like a mild than a Dunkle. If I compare it to the Erdinger Dunkle, which is probably the most widely available Dunkle in the UK. Let's get an aroma. Obviously, a Dunkle's brewed with roasted malts or caramelised malts, or there's definitely a dark malt vibe going on here. I'm getting slightly brown, sort of granary bread. There is chocolate in there. There is chocolate, which I was hoping for, but it's not crazy. The brown bread smells okay. The chocolate's not really there, but the brown bread certainly is there. It just smells, yet again, there's nothing other than that. It just smells really watered down, this, which I'm not surprised about. It's kind of what I expected. But yeah, let's go in. Cheers, everybody, or Prost. That's rubbish. That is rubbish. What ABV have we got here? 4.4%. That tastes, honestly, like a 3.2% mild from a regional brewer. Slight hint of that brown bread. The chocolate's more there on the aftertaste. A slight hint of dark fruit, but not a lot. I don't know. It's rubbish. Absolute rubbish. absolutely miles off. If that Helles was a 1.5 out of 5, this is a 1 out of 5. It's not undrinkable. It's just terrible. It's just not. It's a carbonated mild. It's not a Dunkle. What does it say on the back? Does it flavour anything flavourful? Full of flavour, apparently, with chocolate, orange, dried fruits, and spice berry aromas. Absolutely off your rocking horse, I tell you, if you're thinking that. That's terrible. I kind of get the dried fruits and the spiced berries, but that's just that weird hint of dark fruit in there. Poor, really bad. I said it before about Aldi jumping on hype. Yeah, you better believe it. This is absolutely a classic example of that. I wasn't expecting much going in. I paid £1.50, £1.59 for them or something. But when you consider on the very same shelf, they were stocking the Paulaner Oktoberfest for 20 pence more in a 500ml bottle, and these are 440s. So you get more, probably like £1 per milliliter. They're probably the same value, these beers. And oh my god, terrible! Just jumping on the hype, Aldi. What are you doing? You're mugging people off. This is terrible, absolutely terrible. Yeah, it's not good. Not good. I'm not gonna go into Freedom Brewing because breweries are in trouble. And if Aldi comes to you to brew a couple of beers and make yourself a few quid, then yeah, I can't blame them. Aldi, that is terrible. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Leave a like and subscribe if you would. Get in the comments, let me know what you thought of these beers. I'm gonna chuck them down the sink. Terrible. Aldi, you should be ashamed of yourselves. That is just, yeah, trampling on somebody else's parade. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.